Good morning. Welcome to the December 7th weekly update from the town. My name is Jim Boudreau. I'm the town administrator. I'm joined today by Superintendent of Schools Bill Burkhead. We'll be doing the update today, so we're going to get right into it. Since last Monday, the town has had 26 additional cases of COVID in the town of Scituate. That's up from 23 of the previous week. Only 6 of these are existing addresses. The remaining are new locations. So we are seeing an increase in the spread across town. However, our positivity rating has gone down slightly to 2.21%, down from 2.77% the previous week. This is reflected in the fact that our testing numbers are up significantly. However, the state positivity rate as of yesterday was 5.3%, which is high. We are expecting over the next several days that if there is going to be a Thanksgiving bump in cases, that they will start appearing. A reminder, if you traveled out of state for Thanksgiving, or if you travel out of state at all, with the exception of Hawaii, there is a travel restrictions that you are subject to. You must quarantine for 14 days upon your return, or have a negative COVID-19 test that has been administered within 72 hours prior to travel back to Massachusetts. So for those of you who have ski houses in New Hampshire, Vermont, Maine, you are subject to travel restrictions when you go to these places for the weekend. So make sure you go to mass.gov, click on the COVID updates, and you can see all those restrictions. We have some good news on watering. The drought has been updated to abnormally dry from a moderate drought. The reservoir is now at 69%, up from 44% full last week. That's because we had over 3.8 inches of rain measured at the treatment plant. The average weekly water through the plant was 446,000 gallons per day, which is the same as the previous week. We are still doing seasonal shutoffs. Go to the water department webpage, click on the form, fill it out, and someone will come out and do your shutoff. These are contactless shutoffs. We will not go in your house, and we will not have any interaction with you or your plumber. We'll do it, and then we'll be leaving the scene. The fencing is up at Parkway, Marina. Traffic has been routed. The contractor was there today unloading the pilings. We should see that work commence over the next couple of weeks. It is scheduled to be done by the start of the boating season next summer. And finally, Cedar Point continues to progress. They are on Lighthouse Road for the laterals. Again, we are expecting the large excavator sometime before Christmas. That will start digging the main sewer line on Cedar Point. That is going to be a very large excavation. It will be very disruptive. We will give notice to residents, but there will be times when Cedar Point will be closed to vehicle traffic and to walkers. So we'll get those notifications out. Please pay attention to the signs and the traffic details when you're out at Cedar Point. That's what I have this week, so I'll turn it over to Superintendent Burkhead.
Thank you, Mr. Boudreau. For the health and wellness update for the schools, our COVID update over the past 14 days, November 20th through December 3rd, there have been 10 cases in our school district, bringing the total to 42 since the start of the school year. Our school community has been notified and is notified for each and every case as it occurs. I want to thank our school nurse leader, Kelly Roach, and our school nurses and principals for keeping up to date on these cases, along with our local Board of Health. Please continue to have these serious conversations about mitigation strategies at home with your children, knowing that multiple positive cases in schools leads to quarantining and staff and the possibility of moving our schools to remote, which we want to avoid. So thank you for your cooperation with that. In an effort to support our staff and community as we head into the holiday break, I, along with our medical advisory committee, which consists of the local Board of Health Director, Mr. Shelley, and the town nurse, school nurses, and local physicians, we will be holding a Scituate Public Schools staff forum for our entire staff this week for a Q&A on COVID-related issues and reopening schools and that type of thing. We're very committed to communication and transparency. We will be doing the same for our school community next week, so stay tuned for details in this week's Thursday Thoughts as well as next Monday morning's update. Next, I wanted to share a brief update on the Cushing School. Recently, there have been some occurrences of the smell of smoke resulting in evacuations of the building, which involving the Scituate Fire Department. I want to thank the Scituate Fire Department for their quick and cooperative response and professionalism. In both instances, the cause of smoke was a short of 2 different motors. These short circuits of the motors occurred simultaneously and had to do with a loss of power. Additionally, it was discovered that the motors had faulty starters. Having discovered this, we replaced the starters of the HVAC motors at the Cushing School. Additionally, we have received quotes to install smoke detectors and carbon monoxide detectors throughout the Cushing School to ensure the safety of our students and staff. We will continue to work with the National Grid to determine the cause of the repeated power outages in the area. So we're looking forward to those improvements. And next, we have school improvement plans. Our principals and their staff have been working hard on their school improvement plans, which are aligned with our district goals and act as action steps for carrying out those goals. So these are important documents that we'll be receiving at next Monday's school committee presentation, and then they will be available through our Thursday Thoughts and online for your purview. And stay tuned for next week on our student highlights. We have a 7th and 8th grade band performance that will be outside, and we're looking forward to that and excited for it. So next week, I'll have some more information on that. Have a great week, everyone. Thank you.
That's our update for today. Stay safe, stay apart, wear your masks, and we will see you next week. Thank you.